Welcome back to Sawdust and Lug Nuts. Today is a super busy day. We just finished up these tables right here. These are going to the wedding venue that we talked about. And then Dustin and Cade finished up all the legs. I've still got to level them and put the little gusset on the ends. And we're doing a skip-filled rail. Dustin is reclaiming spindles. And I'm working on this 6-drawer dresser. And I just took a shipment of sheet goods for Pepper's Cantina. And I just asked the guys, does that look like $1,000 right there on that forklift? You just don't get much for $1,000 anymore. Sheet goods are expensive. Some of that stuff is $160 a sheet. It's going into these booths that I'm making for Pepper's Cantina, Mexican restaurant down in St. George, Utah. So we're busy, busy, busy. I'm gonna get a little footage of me drilling angles right here. I'm drilling these angle holes first, then we're gonna use the power plane. I'll show you that process a little bit, make it look like it's 100% pill, like a draw knife. We're kind of cheating using the power plane, but hey, a power tool beats a hand tool anytime if you achieve the same look. This V block right here is my own creation. I just built that to keep everything centered. And then see this little dummy log here? Hello? Oh yeah. Hold on a sec.
Really?
All right, little interruption there. A friend of mine wanted some Mexican vanilla, and we always pick up, I don't know, 20 bottles when we go to Mexico, so we share. Drilling cross grain dolens that up.
Yeah.
Here, come around here, I'll explain this little guy. So this right here, you drill your first hole, put that little dummy in there, and then you keep that lined up with your shaft, then all your holes are perpendicular. I had one of my buddies in here drilling rail for me, and he kept moving this every time he drilled a hole, and by the time he got to the end,
It's on the other side.
it was like that far off. It was bad. So you just eyeball that, keep it in line with the shaft, and that keeps all your spindles in line. That's a tip of the day if you're doing log railing. Got this angle drilled, and now I'm going to show you how this power plane works. I love that machine. In fact, kudos to DeWalt for inventing that little bugger. Check this out. See that? Gives it the giving it the appearance of skip pill. One other project I forgot to mention is the cornhole board I'm making for one of my buddy's boys for his wedding. Let's go check out the cornhole boards in the spray booth and see how the finish is working. All right. That's got a little bit on there, but that I think was dripping out of that. This product here is amazing. This is a Minwax product, Helmsman. It's a spar urethane water base. Goes on milky, look at that. And cures clear. So it's like a 3 or 4 coat process depending on how much slick you want, but if you're playing cornhole, you want that bugger slick. So this is the first coat, let it dry an hour, I'll scuff it, put the second coat on, let it dry an hour, put the third, and if I need to put a fourth, I can. Check out this. This is my little design here. I don't know if someone else uses it or not, but this is the same height as that, so it'll fold up and you can store them. But I put a hinge on there. And it's a nice big heavy piano hinge, so it's not going to overextend. So if you need a custom cornhole board, DM me, we can hook you up. So back in the shop we go. These are the drawer fronts for this 6-drawer Aspen dresser. Okay, got the handles done. They're pretty cool. Check these out. Little tiny baby Aspen. It's gonna look sweet. So these openings are 27.5 by 9. So I'm gonna go 28.5 by 10. Give me a 1/2 inch overlay. So cut them all to length. Then I'll rip them down on the table saw. Then I'll have you route all the edges and sand them up and get them purty. It's really hard to trust your fence, so I like to measure to the inside of the blade. It's 10 inches. And safety tip of the day: always lower your blade to just above what you're cutting. The reason being is if you have a kickback or you slip or something and your hand goes across it, it's going to cut you, but it's not going to take a digit. All right, let's cut them. So what I'm doing here is I'm building a post for that skip-pilled rail that we just used the power plane on. We're at 35 degrees, so I'm going to set my chop saw at 35. We're almost there. Found a little juice in this battery. Now I got just a little bit of meat right there. That right there is worth its weight in gold. If you got a log shop or even any kind of a shop, you can prune with it. I've actually cut an elk up with that, put a new chain on and put cooking oil in the chain, in the oil, and you can quarter an elk real quick with that thing right there. I've done it. Yeah. It's slick, especially with the brand new chain.
Oh yeah, but it
cuts through bone, it cuts through everything. We need a 28-inch center, so we're going to come 4 off of our notch. 4 and 32. That should be 28, and a 6-inch tail. Ta-da! Just like that. So now I'm going to come over here to the drill press. Right here, see right here? That's the most crucial part. You want that. You want this right here squared to the world. And that looks good right there, so let's drill her before she gets away. So that right there is how you drill your angles. Now, another tip of the day is you take the regular self-feed pilot out and you put a little longer pilot in there so that the pilot hits your post before the Forstner. So you want the pilot to grab meat first, then it starts a hole, and then the rest of it follows the pilot into the hole. So for those of you that want to go start a log furniture business, there you go.
Don't do it.
So now, did you already screw those?
Yeah.
We'll see how good we are.
Yeah, I used to.
Because now that they're screwed, we'll lay one of these on the floor and see if that rail will fit in it. See just how good you are, Dustin.
About to find out. If it don't work, it's the jig's fault.
Okay, slide that old puppy right in there. Start the top first. You got to start them at the same time. Oh, look at that.
Oh, voila.
And then see the distance here? That's the same.
Done that a time or two.
Just think what we could do if we knew what we was doing, right? Okay, let's drill a nutter like the other, and this job will be ready to go throw in. We still got to tear the old stuff off, but
Yeah.
we can do that when we get there in the morning. Today is a beautiful day. It's Friday. We're getting ready to go up on the mountain and install a little rail that we have been working on. Kind of a lazy day shop. We got to finish the legs for those tables for the wedding venue. Other than that, we just got to install the rail. Well, I'm hoping to find a little time today to get the intake back on this old girl here. And Hunter wants to race me in the Nova. So anyway, got to head out, get up on the mountain, get a rail done so I can get back and work on the 69 C-10. Let's jump in the old Ram and get to work. Well, here we are on location. Got to replace this rail here. See how it's rotted out? I put this on here probably 15 years ago. Isn't this pretty?
That's way pretty.
I got a deer feeder and a tree stand right there. See this swing right here?
Yeah.
I built that swing for Mike Nelson probably 15 years ago.
Still looks really good. I like this one.
Yeah, that's a cool one, right? I'm glad we brought our little kit. You can see in all kinds of different torque heads and lag and torque heads, all kinds of goofy stuff going on. I've noticed though, when people get to trying to hold their rail on after it gets rotted, I run into they use whatever screw they got.
Yep.
So we've got Phillips, we've got Torx, we've got lags. That's pretty rotten too. See, that one's a Torx there. And I had a feeling to throw this in this morning. This is a new kit that I just got.
It's way rotted out.
It's just, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Let's see what else we got here.
We got one right here in the corner.
That's a Torx too, isn't it? So there's probably $150 worth of hardware in that post. That was all he left.
Yeah, there's a ton.
So we're gonna go ahead and just cut this off like we did that other one, because who knows what's holding that onto the stringer. Oh yeah, should just fit right back in where it came out of.
Yeah, hopefully we can
Let's see. Separate it just a hair to get it to fit.
Yep.
Not much though. Well, I just smushed my finger. Did you get that on video?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. I don't want my wife to hear that. I'll be in trouble. Oh, it's already turning purple. It's gonna go black. Push that in and I'll fit this post. I think we're gonna be good. How come that's black? Did we hit the
It must have been from
hit the spare or this?
I went together slick.
Yeah, now we'll split the difference on our spindles and pin them. This job's a wrap. We got her all put back together.